What is going on, guys? It's LDOHDYT here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can recreate environmental fire damage in Fortnite Creative. At the end of this video, you'll be able to get a result similar to this. In today's video, I'll also be showing you guys how to create destructible walls, which allows you to shoot through them and put holes into walls. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the environmental fire damage, and so let's just go ahead and get right into this. First things first, you need to have something you want to be able to set on fire. So you can just go to prefabs if you want and just grab any of these buildings, or you can just create your own. It's up to you. Let's go ahead and just place this down. I don't know why these spawn so far away from your character. This is what we're going to be setting to fire. Now what we need to do is go to our inventory, go to galleries, and then select the lights category. You should be able to find this gallery, which is the customizable light gallery. You can also search it if you want to. Go into this gallery and get the torch from it. Once you have the torch, go ahead and pull it out and basically just resize it as big as you can. And once you've done that, go to the height and just completely flatten it as much as you can. And once you've done that, go ahead and just place it down, and we need to go into the settings now. So the first thing you want to do is change the initial state to off. That way the fire isn't already on. And next you want to do is change color brightness to 10 and change turn off team filter to none, as well as turn on team filter to none. And now we just go to the channel section and change turn on when receiving from to channel 1, and then turn off when receiving from 100. And there we go. Let's press OK. Now basically we just need to put this where we want the fire to start. So let's just have the fire start right on this rug right here. The best way of doing this is just turning off grid snap entirely. So let's go ahead and put this right here. So this is where it's gonna start, and you can have as many as you want for the starting points. It's up to you. Now we're gonna place this down and go into the settings and change it to channel 2. And now wherever we place this is going to be where the fire spreads to. So let's go ahead and put a little bit over here, and maybe some over here as well. And now we're going to place it again, update the channel to 3, and this is where it's going to spread after that. And this is kind of the same pattern for this entire thing. You just want to keep upping the channel, and that's how we're going to spread it. So put it over here, maybe on this bed a little bit, and let's place it down, go up another channel. This is where it's going to spread after that. And I'm going to turn on grid snap just so I can easily rotate this. And then we're going to put it sideways like this. And now what we're going to do is turn off grid snap again. So now this is where it's going to spread. We're just going to put it on the outside of this building right here. And let's go ahead and place it down again and change the channel again. This is where it's going to spread after that. Okay, let's go ahead and up the channel one more time. And you guys kind of get the gist of what we're doing here. We just keep going up channels. Every higher channel is just where it spreads to next. Just kind of map out where realistically everything would spread to, which makes the most sense, you know. So let's just do the last channel to be 7. Let's put it right here. And there we go. We have pretty much set up all the torches. And so once you have set all of your torches where you want it to be, we're going to go ahead and get a sequencer from our devices panel. Grab the sequencer device, and you can put this wherever you want to. If you want to hide it, you can, or if you don't care, you can just put it in plain sight. And basically now what we're going to do, now just get a trigger device, pull it out, go ahead and turn on some grid snap and paste it down. Let's go into the settings of this. And basically all I think we really need to change is the channel. So this is going to be channel 1, and basically over time we just want to go up channels. So we're just going to keep duplicating this, going up a channel until we have set all of our channels that we have used. So I use 7 channels. You might have a different amount, but we're just going to keep going up until we get to 7. And there we go. And then the last one we want to do is 100. There we go. As the sequencer passes through here, the fire is going to slowly, gradually turn on, and then at the end it's all going to turn off. And we're also going to include an explosive just so the building completely just demolishes. Go ahead and grab an explosive device, pull this out, change the settings, load when receiving from 100, and then you can kind of just customize this the way you want it. I don't think I'm going to do any player damage though. Structure damage, let's do 5,000 just to make sure everything gets destroyed. And then I recommend turning off visibility during game. That way nobody will be able to see it. There we go. Let's go ahead and put this in the middle of our building here. Let's just put it right here. and that looks good. Now if you want to, you don't have to, you can set up an interaction where you can set something on fire. Let's grab ourselves a button device. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Go into the settings, basically just go into the settings of this and then set this to a new channel that you have not used yet. So let's just go ahead and use 99. That's fine. And basically you can change the interaction text, so you can make it say set fire or whatever you want to, it doesn't really matter, and change the visibility during the game to no, and then change the interaction radius to something bigger, so that way if I'm looking in this general direction, I should see the option to start this on fire. You can also use a conditional button, so it would like require you to have a torch or something to light it on fire. That's up to you. One last thing we're going to change in the button though is just change times can trigger to 1. That way we can only press the button once. Now just need to go to our sequencer and set it up with the button. So let's go ahead and go to the channels and set start sequence when receiving from 99. So now when we press the button, the sequence is going to start. And if you notice, this is way too fast. So what we need to do is change our tempo to something a lot slower. So let's see how 6 looks. That might be a little bit too fast. Let's go ahead and just do 5 instead. So that's basically how fast the fire is going to spread. So now let's go ahead and start the game and let's give this a shot. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, when we come in here, we have the option to set fire. So let's go ahead and do it. And there we go, the fire does come on, and it looks it actually looks pretty realistic because it doesn't like just turn on, it kind of fades in. So it does look pretty cool, and slowly it just starts burning. As you guys can see, the fire does look pretty realistic, and this could be used for a lot of different things. And I like the effect because it actually looks like the building's catching fire. And as you guys can see, it just blew up. There's actually some other particles you can use as well. If you go to the meteor particle gallery, you can grab this. They're alright, they're just not as cool because they're not really animated. They're really just like kind of frozen fire, and so it doesn't really look real. That's why I like using the torches instead. But if you want to, you can use this as like a filler in the building. Alright guys, so this next thing I'm going to show you guys is destructible walls. And this was originally found by Mustard Plays. He, I think, originally came up with this, so shout out to him. And basically what this allows you to do is make walls where you can actually like shoot through them, which makes for a really sick effect, making these walls look like they actually are breaking and stuff like that. And this could be used for a lot of different things, you know, just like a cool map where you can shoot through walls and get some like cool kills through the wall, which would be sick, making bullet holes and stuff like that. You can even like carve out a hole for you to like walk through stuff, which is super cool looking. Alright guys, the first thing you need to do is go to your creative inventory, go to the gallery section, search up outdoor, and it should be the first result. It's the outdoor residential prop gallery. Go ahead and open it, and you need to get this little piece from it, which is the center one out of these two. Put this into your quick bar. So just pull out this piece, and basically you want to resize it a few presses up, and then rotate it this way, and then rotate it this way. So it should look something like this, and this is the result you want to have. Once you have this piece rotated and resized, you want to have two walls like this next to each other. And so all we have to do now is start from one side and make an entire row of these until we reach the other wall. Once you have reached the end of the wall, now you just need to multi-select this entire row and make sure you have all of the pieces. You want to cut this wall now. Do not copy it because otherwise it's going to be misaligned. And you can start wherever. I'm just going to start from the bottom, and we're just going to work our way up and build this entire wall. And there we go. Just like that, we now have a destructible wall. So now once you have your wall, you can now just test it out if you want to. Let's go ahead and grab a couple weapons, and let's see how this looks. And there we go. And there we go, guys. We now have our destructible wall. We can basically just put as many holes as we want to, and it looks really realistic. Puts actual bullet holes into the wall, which looks really cool. Let's see what dynamite looks like with this. So dynamite does quite a bit of damage with this, and yeah, it's just kind of cool because you can actually like dig your way through and like get through the wall if you need to. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys drop a like. Let's try to get this video to 400 likes. That's quite a bit, but I think we can do it. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys do subscribe. We're doing insane content like this all the time, and you guys don't want to miss it. Also guys, if you could use my supporter creator code LDOHDYT in the item shop next time you buy something, I'd really appreciate it. And other than that though, I'll see you guys in the next video.
I finally face